right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Behind the Screen podcast on a special night. It is Wednesday, not Thursday, but it is 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And here I am bringing you a live Q&A with greatest media couple on YouTube,
I don't know about that.
also known as Married with Media, here tonight for a great Q&A. Very happy to have this couple here. They've put me on to some very good shows through their channel.
Nice.
So I'm excited to have them on here tonight. Hopefully they're excited to be here as well. And I thank them for taking out the time from their busy schedule, especially Ken. He's got so much content coming out right now that, pretty soon he's going to be like Durant Cinema all over the place. Hard to get him on any channel. But nonetheless.
No, not this channel. You call me 4K, I'm here anytime.
All right.
Doesn't matter.
Love to hear it.
But yeah, thank you so much for having us.
Oh, yeah. No problem. I definitely had to get you on. I was like, hold on. Let me go ahead and ask him. This guy's getting busier and busier. I need to get them on here really, really quick. So I'm glad to have you tonight. Hopefully the chat is also glad to have you. We got 14 in here right now. You guys make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new to either one of our channels, definitely hit that subscribe button. But nonetheless, let these two introduce themselves, let you all know about their channel.
All right. I'm going to let you go because you always tell me that I talk too much. So you introduce us.
Yeah. So I'm not as good with the introductions. I think I'm still learning, but I feel like we're starting our intro to our videos. But I'm Michelle. And
no arguing this time.
This is my husband, Ken. You may know him as Mid-Level Media or whatever.
The crazy guy that hunts for Blu-rays in Walmart.
Yeah. A lot of people do that, though. But anyway, like 4K said, this is our Married with Media is our channel, and we started it like a couple months ago.
It was at the end of April.
Gosh!
So we're going on 3 months.
It's been a little bit longer than I remembered. But yeah, we basically started it as a way to. You good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As a way to talk about TV and movies. We watch a lot of TV shows together, and so we decided to talk about it with the internet.
Yeah. Basically. I mean, we're always watching the TV and the movies together, so why not talk about them with everybody online? That's what you do, right?
That's what he does. So he's like, let's do it together.
Let's do it.
So you guys, my first question to you. So we've got some other couples here on the YouTube Bluetooth platform within the community. So when you two decided to come up here together, finally, Michelle, you've been on a few of his lives. We've seen you before, but once he finally got you on board to create the channel, how did you two come up with the name Married with Media?
It was all her. She texted to me while I was at work.
Yeah. So surprisingly, like I will tell you right now that Ken is the more creative one. But surprisingly, I came up with the channel. I basically took it from his channel, Mid-Level Media. So I was trying to incorporate the media name, I guess. And I was like, okay, well, what about Married with Media? Well, I think my first one was Married to Media.
Yeah.
Because I'm married to Mid-Level Media.
Yeah, that's a nice one. I like that.
Yeah, but then we decided on Married with Media.
My first thought was if we don't make our logo the same as the Married with Children logo, it's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, he automatically thought of Married with
with
Children. Did you ever watch that show?
Oh, that's one of my all-time favorite TV series. I love that
really?
show.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know.
Yeah, I used to watch it. Yeah, I used to watch it.
I still watch it. I contemplate actually going to get the whole physical collection of it because I like it so much. But I barely buy TV series, but that is definitely one that I probably should go ahead and do.
All I can think about is he'd put his hands in his pants, right? When he's sitting on the couch.
It's a good show. It's a good show. That's where Christine Applegate, got her start.
So I don't know. I came up with the channel, and once something gets in his head, he's like, all right, we're doing this. And so he's definitely been the one to.
And we've been wanting to do a podcast style thing for a long time. I've been pushing for you to do a podcast with me for 2 years. And then
we just haven't messed with figuring it all out.
Yeah, and that's more or less kind of what we do now. Like we've started to try to do like a weekly thing. We need to get more like on a schedule because right now we're doing probably pretty horrible at it. But we're doing like our Thursday preview where we're telling everybody what's coming out for the weekend. And then we're trying to do like a weekly live stream where we talk about everything just all in one instead of doing like individual videos that are edited and stuff, because that can get pretty time consuming.
Oh yeah, we found out real fast that it's just way too much to be doing like single reviews for like every episode and every show, because there's just
it's
so
fun
much.
when you get a show like Mayor of Easttown, and I think that show hit like very early in the channel, and it was an exciting show to cover every single week. And then we thought we were going to do the same with some other shows, but it was just like, we're just not as excited about these to cover them every week.
Yeah.
Let's maybe wait till it's over with, and then we may cover it all in one. And then just wait for the next big show to come, like maybe Succession when it comes out, because I know that's a show we both love. The morning show when it comes back, or a Game of Thrones show when it comes down the pike, like bigger shows, I guess, to cover week to week that we can be excited about.
Yeah.
He talks a lot, doesn't he?
I mean, I don't mind it. I love it. I love being able to sit back and listen.
You gotta think,
learn new things.
I am always like filming with him, which this could be a question you ask later, but filming with him is a pain in the ass sometimes.
You just want to hurry up and get through it.
If you could see our outtakes, like people would be like,
I've tried to put them in there sometimes, but it's
I'm like, would you shut up and let me talk?
I've just gotten into like filming myself within the last like year, and that's super awkward in and of itself.
Yeah, it's been different for him.
So to add another component into that has been very strange. And I think people kind of look at this as like it's just real easy to get in front of the camera and talk.
No, it's not.
But there's like timing and trying to make sure she has enough time to talk and me, and we both get our points out, and then trying to structure in a way that's also entertaining and engaging. And it's just, it's a lot of stuff.
It's different to film with someone, I guess.
Yeah.
But
yeah. All right. So the media side, is this something that, you two have always shared since you started dating each other? Or is this something that, Ken brought from his side? He's always loved it, and it kind of grew on you, and it helps, create that bond and keep it together between you two?
So actually, this is kind of a fun little story. But so me and Ken, we are actually like high school sweethearts. Yeah. I've met him when I was 15. He was 17. So we've been together a very long time now. How long has it been now? Almost 18 years?
Yeah, 18. I'm 35, so yeah. 18.
So anyway, all of that to say, when we were dating, we would go to the video store all the time, like, Blockbuster. I don't know was it Blockbuster? Did we go there?
Yeah, Blockbuster at some point, but I think it was
there may have been some other names.
It was like the local stores we have in our hometown. They weren't like a chain or anything.
Yeah, but we would always go and pick out a bunch of movies, knowing good and well that we probably weren't going to get through all of them, but we'd pick out our movies, we'd pick out some treats, and we would just go back and watch a bunch of movies together. Yeah. So we've always enjoyed like watching TV together. I would say it probably was more movies back in the day. Yeah. And like now we watch a ton of TV shows, but yeah.
Well, I mean, and also like TV is just a lot better than it was back then.
Right. True.
There's just a lot more to consume than there was back in like 2003, 2004.
Yeah.
All you had was like CW shows, and then like HBO was taken off back then, but we didn't have cable or anything like that.
You didn't have cable?
We didn't have HBO. I mean, I remember back in the day, not everybody had HBO.
Well,
you had to pay a premium for it.
Yeah. But he's definitely probably been like, he's just been more into like.
What you're trying to say is I'm more of a dork and a nerd than she is, which she's absolutely right.
I don't know how to say it. Like he's into like the who's in it and who directed it, and he's like, into the classics, and I give him crap for that all the time. Like, Star Wars is great. And I think Star Wars is very overrated. And
I'm kind of on your side with that one.
Good. Thank you.
I don't know. I don't think you can say whatever you want about the prequels and the new ones, but you can't say that about,
I just think I just put it all together into one.
I got you.
But like, I'm never going to like pretend to like I hate it when people pretend or like force themselves to like something because it's like a classic, you know, like Star Wars or Back to the Future or Jaws or E.T.
Hell yeah.
I guess a lot of those like 80s.
Right.
I don't know. Or even like, I don't know, Pretty in Pink or whatever, like just classic movies. I just hate it when people like
breaking my heart every day over here.
Like, I'm never going to pretend to like something because it's like cool or like, I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep. I got it.
So yeah, I'm more just about like, I just like what I like and I enjoy watching stuff. And I'm not so much thinking about like what I'm going to say about it or anything.
You've also never been the type to want to rewatch stuff either.
No.
Very rarely. Like usually when she watches something, you're done. You don't care to rewatch it again. So
yeah,
going into like physical media stuff, which is obviously what I'm really into on my channel. That same passion isn't with you. Because I guess if you don't care to rewatch it, you don't care to own it.
Right.
So that's never been something you've been super passionate about.
Yeah.
Which is why you won't see many of that type of content on our channel. Unless we're reviewing Criterions that you picked out for me at Barnes & Noble.
Right.
Which might be a possibility.
Right. All right. So outside of, you know, this whole media side and watching movies, TV series, what is one other thing that, you know, either of you like to do outside of this? Any other specific hobbies or anything?
You go on that one because you have other passions.
I mean, I feel like I've never really been like that interesting of a person. But recently I have gotten like, well, probably the last few years, but especially this past year, I have gotten like really into like health and just wellness and like eating good and exercising and just like being more aware of like products that I'm using and just, you know, basically being like a hippie is what he says. But anyway,
just health conscious.
Yes. Basically, like back in December, I found out that I had high cholesterol. I was a little bit overweight, which I had known that anyway. But so I had like this past like what, 7, almost 8 months now, I had like revamped my diet, just gotten really into that kind of stuff. So
yeah, I mean, she's lost like
I've lost like 35 pounds now
since the beginning of the year.
Wow.
Yeah, I walk. Awesome. I walk every day now.
But not me. Not me.
So yeah, I would say for me, it's I'm just like really into like health and like food and like I cook way more than I used to. Like I used to hate cooking, and so I feel like I do that like a lot more now. Like he used to be the cook of the family actually. Yep. And now I feel like it's more like 50-50, but yeah. So anyway, that's a long answer for you, but what do you think that you have any other hobbies or passions?
I used to love playing video games and stuff like that. And
yeah, but not in a long time.
Speaking of health, like before the pandemic, like I was going to the gym pretty regularly, and I like going to the gym and working out and stuff like that. You probably can't tell, but it's different at home for me, and I just don't. When I'm here and isolated, like I won't do it. I have to be in that gym environment. But yeah, I mean, I like doing that kind of stuff. And I don't know, I'm kind of a workaholic. You know, I work my job like 45 hours a week, and then I watch movies for entertainment, and I do the YouTube channel now too. So there's really not a ton of time.
Yeah, we don't like
other stuff.
We don't like paint or crochet or.
I'd like to get into like some gardening though.
Well, I actually tried that too. Yeah. This year didn't go so well for me, but
yeah.
Anyway.
I'd like to read more. There's a lot of things I'd like to do more.
You just don't want to.
Yeah. I could just not sleep and maybe I could get it done.
You already don't do that, but.
All right. Well, we got a question coming up right here in the chat. Jason Edwards says, "What's up, fellas? In the past, maybe 10 years, what movie surprised you pleasantly the most? Mine was Inglorious Bastards."
That was a good movie.
That's a good one. That's a good one. In the past 10 years, what movie surprised us the most? Can you think of one?
Ooh.
I'm going to put you on the spot. Something you told me to not do.
I know. I mean, we talked about this in our live stream last night, but like a recent movie that we watched that was getting a lot of hate was the new Space Jam. And I didn't think it was that bad.
Yeah, I agree. It wasn't as bad as some of the critic reviews that I saw. I didn't care for LeBron's acting, but I don't expect him to be a great actor. But I think the biggest issue for me was the runtime. I think it didn't need to be close to 2 hours.
No,
yeah, the first one was like 85 minutes.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
Yeah, there's not a lot of movie. That's like a trend now, and it's getting exhausting. It's like every movie has to be 2 to 2.5 hours.
I hate it.
And nothing just pleases me more when we turn on a movie and it's like 90 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was like, because like most movies don't need to be that long.
I'm trying to think though if there was something else like more like
one I can think of off the top of my head, and we saw it in theaters together. And I went into it thinking it was just going to be some kind of generic horror film. Was Cabin in the Woods, and that movie has like some really cool twists and turns in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember us like coming out of it just excited.
Yeah.
About watching it. So I mean that was all the way back in like 2012. So yeah, it still qualifies for 10 years.
Yeah, I agree. It's hard to think of stuff on the spot.
Yeah.
If I think of something else,
Yeah, I'm more into like the thrillers, and I'm a thriller, action, and horror. So I'd probably say something like maybe Don't Breathe. That one surprised me.
Mm-hmm. We saw that in theaters too.
A little more recent. Unhinged. That was really, really good.
I liked Unhinged a lot. I should maybe rewatch that.
Did I see that?
I mean, I didn't think it was gonna be that good because everybody trashed on it, and I thought it was pretty good.
I don't think I saw that. Right?
No, it's got Russell Crowe in it.
What else? I'm not big on Jason Statham. I think most of his movies just all seem the same to me. But Wrath of Man was very good, so that one surprised me. I would have loved for it to have a 4K.
I was gonna get that tonight because we went to the Redbox because I didn't buy Spiral, but I got it from the Redbox. We rented it. And it was pretty good. I didn't really
it wasn't that bad.
Mm-hmm. We'll probably talk about it on the channel, but I mean, I don't really hold the Saw films up that high anyway. So it was fine. It was probably better than most of the Saw movies, to be honest.
You think?
Yeah, I think some of the later ones for sure.
Yeah, Jigsaw wasn't bad.
Yeah, Jigsaw was pretty good.
All right, we got Blu-ray King says, "Hit up TLC and you guys can have your own show. Just act like everything that's simple isn't."
That's funny.
Yeah.
We got Pop's Movie Dungeon saying, "Hello, everyone."
Hey, Pop's
4K Media Guy is here. Side Hustle Cinema's here. He says, Hey, everybody, what is up?
What's up, Side Hustle? Doing good on the YouTube right now.
Yeah. You guys definitely get your questions in for this lovely couple married with media. We got 32 here. Please make sure you hit that like button. And if you're not already subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. All links are down at the bottom in the description. Side Hustle Cinema says, any of you guys going to check out Old this weekend? I'm looking forward to it.
Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah, we can only ask grandparents to watch our kids so many times. So after once or twice a month, I start feeling like that mom guilt. So
we're trying to pull through because if we can get the kids back in school, in August, September, we'll be able to go to the theaters probably once a week. Because you're going to be off on Wednesdays, so we can go like Wednesday
while the kids are in school. So that might be our like movie day.
Yeah, so we might be able to go see movies more regularly because I wanted to see that Escape Room 2 and I want to see Old. And there's another one that comes out. Oh, Snake Eyes comes out this weekend, which I don't know if you'd be interested in anyway, but I might take Liam to go see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about going to see that, especially since it has the movie money on the G.I. Joe 4K.
Have you ever used that before? How does that work?
I never have. I needed to see how it works as well.
Yeah, I've never done it. Is it like maybe you can get on the theater website And I also wondered if you could use like both of them for the same ticket.
Yep,
Some
that's what I
tickets
was
are like
wondering.
$12 or
Yeah.
something.
Maybe
Probably
somebody in
not.
the chat can tell us. Maybe I wish Unwrap the Movies was here. Maybe that's a question he could answer for us since he works in theaters.
Yeah, I've gotten it so many times on like DVDs and
Yeah, and never
Blu-rays
used
and
it.
stuff, but I've never even tried to use it. But sometimes I'm
Have
like,
you
oh, I'm
guys
going to
thought
use that.
about maybe doing the you know how like Regal has the movie pass, like
Yeah.
$18 a month and you see as many movies. Have you guys thought about doing that?
At one time, you thought about it.
Yeah, I mean, and then there was that whole like movie pass thing, which got like real
Yes.
weird real quick
Yep.
because like it was like $10 a month, and everybody was thinking like, how are they going to sustain that? And of course they didn't. But we don't go to
We don't have
the
any
big
Regal
chains. I
theaters,
think
do
we
we?
do have a Regal actually. I think we do.
Do we?
But the one that we go to all the time is just like I don't think it's a chain. It's like Escape, is what it's called.
Yeah, I'm not
And
sure. It's not like AMC or anything.
it's not like an AMC, so I don't know if
Oh,
they
okay.
offer that kind of stuff there. And that's kind of the main one that we go to, because all the other ones are kind of more out of the way, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. For me, that movie, it looks interesting, but usually when I see M. Night Shyamalan attached to something, I know it's going to be hit or miss. You're either really just going to hate it, it's going to be the dumbest thing ever, or it
Yep.
might be pretty decent. So it's hard for me to say, okay, I'm going to spend money at the theater to go see this. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like it might be another like happening situation or something. From the trailer didn't look good. It didn't
Yeah.
look good. But I love the last 3 movies he did. You know, maybe not love, but I liked them a lot. Split, Glass.
yes.
The Visit, I thought was a pretty
Oh my God,
solid
The
found
Visit
footage
was
movie.
freaky as hell.
It was a creepy movie. It was a
That
creepy
old
movie.
lady and
Yeah, I thought it was good. Thought it was good. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he's very hit or miss as a director, as most people would. It's kind of his thing. It's kind of what people know him for at this point, I'd say.
So I know you just mentioned the kids and having to take time to send them to the grandparents' house. Have they ever wanted to do anything as far as like vlogging with you, Ken, or coming on one of your lives?
You
Have
know,
you
it's
thought about it?
funny. If you go back on my channel, like all the way back to like maybe October of 2019, you'll probably catch my kids in some of those videos. Like I didn't put them like front and center, but you'll see them like
In the
running around in
back.
the background.
Yep.
Because when I first started vlogging, it was before the pandemic, so they were with me. Like if we went out to Walmart or something, they were with me because you were in work.
More so Ellie though, right?
Ellie, I mean, I remember one where they were both in it. I remember one where they're both in it, but no,
You'll just like see him back, like Ellie in her car seat.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
something, or in my very first video on my channel is a Wall-E DVD review that I just randomly did. It's like an unboxing, and my son's with me doing it, so you can hear him talking about the movie in the background.
And he was how old then?
We didn't show our faces; we just kind of unboxed it. So that's the very first
Right.
video on my channel. It's actually got a pretty good amount of views too. It's got like 2,000 views or something, which is nuts. But that was like all the way back in 2016 or 2017 before I even really started anything. I was just kind of toying with stuff.
And they've also wanted to like have their own YouTube channels. Like our son, he wants to do like a gaming channel.
Yeah, gaming and stuff.
And we're just like, no, like not yet, not right now.
Yeah, it's not something, I guess the idea of it, I'm not super fond of. I guess getting the kids all over the internet like that.
Yeah, I mean, YouTube is just really weird about like kids on.
Yes.
Like, yeah. So I don't know.
But you might see them pop up in the background every now and then. I don't know. It'd be fun to do maybe like a family vlog on our channel sometime.
Maybe
they get a little bit older.
Yeah.
A couple years older, maybe.
All right. Looks like we do have Daniel here. Unwrap the Movie saying, "What's up?"
Hello. E.T.
Blu-ray
Justice.
King saying, "E.T. Justice." 4K Media
Justice
guy
for
says the
E.T.
nostalgia is mostly what it's for people. I guess he's talking about E.T.
Yeah, it is.
Probably.
We've got Hulk's Pop Culture Cafe says, "Michelle, is it true you don't like movies made before the 90s? I think I recall you saying that once. If you do, what are a couple movies pre-1990 you do like?"
Yeah. So Ken does make fun of me. He's like, if if a movie wasn't made like
prior to 2015,
2015, you won't watch it. But that's not true. It's just kind of
that's always the first question you ask. Like, you want to watch this movie? How old is it? If it's not like a new movie, how old is it? I'll be like, it's from 2005. I don't know about that one. It's not I'm like 2005 movies age pretty well at this point. It's only 15 years ago.
Well,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when I'm like on Netflix or something, and I'm looking for something to watch. If I see the date's kind of old, I do bypass it, even though I'm reading it and I'm like, I might watch it. But then once I see the date, I'm just like, never mind.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, like some older stuff, like I guess holds up well, and like I can handle it or enjoy it or whatever. But like some of it is just like kind of corny, or just like it doesn't seem as like top-notch acting as like you'll see now. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's just like a mind thing. I don't know. But I'm trying to think pre-1990 that I do like. Well,
you like Beetlejuice.
Okay, so I love Beetlejuice.
Yeah, that's one thing. That's why I wore the shirt. No, it's not why.
I love Beetlejuice. Yeah, Beetlejuice is my fave.
That's the one movie that we'll watch that movie at least like once a year. So that's one of the ones that you will rewatch.
Yeah, there are a handful of movies that I will rewatch. But yeah, so Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. And like I said earlier, not a Star Wars fan. Back to the Future is okay, but I'm not like, oh my God, Back to the Future. I don't know.
The Wizard of Oz.
Well, that's not, yeah. Oh yeah, that's what,
1939.
30.
Yeah, 1939.
Yeah, Wizard of Oz is I enjoy that one, but I will say it like doesn't make me like feel good. Like it's a very like dark, like kind of I don't know. Yeah, it's just kind of doesn't make me feel good. But so yeah, I don't know. Beetlejuice, I guess it is.
All right, we got a coming question from Blu-ray Bandit. He says, "What is a movie that you both like equally?"
Ooh,
probably Beetlejuice. Not to go back to that, but that's probably one of them. La La Land's a big one for us.
Yep.
We both love that movie. It was a really cool experience, I guess, because it was like New Year's Eve when we saw it.
Yep.
And we were like on a date night. We had a hotel, and then we went over and watched La La Land. And
we were actually watching it when I think
it started at like 11:50 or something. So it was a really late showing, and it was just we didn't really know much about it other than it was a musical. So we weren't sure about it.
Yeah, funny story with that. So, love Emma Stone, love Ryan Gosling, but like musicals are questionable. I don't like love them or anything. Which I feel like La La Land is a good like in between. Like there is quite a few songs, but like it's not like every 5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, when we sat down to watch La La Land, like it opened up with a musical, and then like a few minutes later, this like older couple just get up and walk out. They're kind of like, what is this? I can't watch this.
You didn't know it was a musical?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But yeah, so we love La La
that
Land.
one, and then I'll say This Is 40. That's one we watch a lot. Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann. That's one we always seem to return to, like every couple of years.
Have you seen that? This Is 40?
I have not. I don't think I've seen that one.
Okay.
I may have watched it, but didn't really pay much attention.
Have you seen Knocked Up?
Yes.
So it's the sequel kind of to that one, but it just takes.
It follows like Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann's like marriage or whatever, but it is like literally so relatable as like a married couple with like kids, and just even though we're not 40 yet, but it's just like so spot on with like the comedy and like the stuff that they say. It's hilarious. It's a
good one to watch, and you can kind of look at each other during it and just kind of laugh because the things that they're saying are very true.
Yeah, I would recommend.
But it's got Melissa McCarthy in it. It's got Megan Fox in it. It's got a lot of people in that movie.
Yep.
Okay. So Stranger Boy 101 says best and worst TV show revivals. For example, Fuller House, Cobra Kai, Saved by the Bell.
I mean, out of those three, I haven't watched them all, or haven't watched all of the show. But Cobra Kai, the first 5 episodes that I watched was excellent.
Yes.
I need to get back to that show.
Me too.
Fuller House was corny as hell.
Yes.
But I think you kind of liked it.
Yeah, it was like, I don't normally like that kind of show, but I guess because of the nostalgia of Full House, like I used to watch the original when I was a kid or whatever, and My Name's Michelle, and Michelle Tanner and all that. But yeah, I did like it. Okay, I guess. It was kind of something to like put on though, like when you're doing other stuff. Like I didn't like sit down and like really get into it. But I was gonna say too, I really liked the 90210.
Oh yeah. That's the one you always call me out for watching the first season with you.
Yeah.
Like, you like CW stuff, you watch 90210 with me.
Like whenever they redid that one, they had when was the original one out? Like in the 90s or?
Yeah, it was in the 90s.
I remember my mom watching it, so. But I liked the new one.
It's hard
too.
for me to think of any other ones. I'm trying. I know it's like a new thing that they're doing now.
Well, Gossip Girl, but like that's not even that old, Like the original Gossip Girl, like,
yeah.
And they're already redoing it, but.
Hulk's Pop Culture Cafe. Ken, with your job, your kids' lovely wife, and doing YouTube content nearly every day, when do you find time to actually watch a movie?
It's a work in progress.
Late
when
at
I'm
night.
supposed to be sleeping, that's when I do it. But yeah, that's why I have tons of movies that I have to catch up on, because I've been doing pretty good this month. I've watched like 22 movies this month, and it's the 21st, so I've been doing pretty good this month. But sometimes I get behind.
Yeah, it's hard because he's got a lot of movies that he wants to watch that I have like zero interest in watching.
Well, I mean, the trick to it is, and we've talked about this, I think, on our stream last night, is we've learned to watch stuff in parts, because a lot of the times you'll be like, oh, this is an hour and a half. I'm not going to watch it because I don't have time to watch it. I'm like, if I got a half hour, I'm going to watch a half hour of a movie, and then I'll pick up the rest later. It might take me 3 nights to watch a full movie, but I get through stuff that way.
So Blu-ray King wants to know, Michelle, is there any movie Ken really had to push you to sit down and watch?
I'm sure
a lot of them.
Yeah, lots of them. I'm trying to think of one.
I'm trying to think of one that I had to push you to watch, and then you ended up really liking.
He's made me watch lots of movies where I'm like, what the fuck was that? like I knew that wasn't going to be good, and you made me watch that.
Well, a lot of the stuff that I'll make you watch is stuff that I haven't even watched yet. So I'll be like, you want to watch this movie? I heard good things about it. Maybe like some horror movie or something.
Yeah.
And then we'll watch it. And most of the time, if you don't like it, it's like, I probably didn't like it that much either.
I mean, honestly, though, I feel like stuff I recommend ends up being like better than stuff you ever recommend.
There you go. Don't ever let me recommend anything.
I don't know. I feel like I've like recommended a lot of stuff and like it ends up being really good. But maybe that's just because it's the way I see it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. And we've got Turner Fan 77 says, will you guys be getting Arrow releases of Dune 4K?
I want it. Even though I do have the DVD and I haven't seen it yet. But everything I hear, it's a really ridiculous movie. It's not great. So I'm sure it's not going to be one that you're watching with me. But that set looks really freaking nice. So I would like to have it. Yeah.
All right. Steelbook Collector 99. What's up? 2 legends of 4K and Blu-ray channels live. Love it, guys. All right.
Yes,
thank you, Steelbook Collector 99. Glad you can be here for this stream. Blu-ray King says, just download Fandango and get tickets for Snake Eyes. Put in the code and pay the leftover price of any. Can only be used for 1 ticket per code.
I need to write this down.
1 ticket per code.
1 ticket per code. Okay. Well, if you get 2 tickets and 2 codes, I got them 2 4Ks in there, then should be pretty good.
Craig Thompson says he just watched Nobody, loved it. Wondering your thoughts on it.
I love Nobody.
Yeah, you liked it better than John Wick. And you've never seen John Wick.
I haven't seen John Wick, but
that was the first movie that you went back to the theaters to see, too.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. I think it wasn't the first that I went back to see because I saw New Mutants last summer and it was horrible. But we saw Nobody together, and that was like back in March.
I guess it was. I don't know. I felt like we saw something else, but maybe not.
Nope,
yeah, I love Nobody. I thought it was
back.
super fun, and I love what's his name?
Bob Odenkirk.
Yep, I like him. We used to watch, Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, and I thought it was good. I know it got some some crap. I feel like, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. And you had problems with like it not really making sense why he was that way or whatever.
It just felt like they rushed the plot a lot.
Yeah, but I liked it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
So Michelle, what are your favorite genres of movies?
So I would say I really like do you call them dramedies? Like
yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
I mean, I like just like drama movies alone, but then I like it too when they mix some, comedy relief. I feel like, don't you feel like when we watch stuff, I'm like always laughing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like I'm like I don't want you to think I'm like very obnoxious, like cackling the whole movie or anything.
It's a serious drama watching Schindler's List and she's over there laughing her.
But I mean like with comedy. But yeah, so dramas or dramedies. And obviously comedies.
Yeah. Which you don't get a lot of good ones anymore, which sucks.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, that was it was always fun to get a good comedy and be able to sit down and laugh and watch it.
Yeah, I agree.
You just don't get a lot of them anymore. It sucks.
Just those like really, those like feel good movies where you like watch it and you don't feel like bad about yourself or life,
Yeah.
You're just like, that was a great movie. Movies
a lot
are
of the
awesome.
really great movies are dramas, and it's a lot to digest sometimes.
Yeah.
And you're not into it and you don't feel like it. But yeah.
But like, I feel like there are some though. I feel like there are dramas, right? That are like feel good though.
Yeah.
They're not always like, depressing or whatever.
Yeah. I think Minari ended up being pretty feel good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a pretty good feel good movie.
Just those like everyday life kind of things.
Slice of life.
Yeah. Relatable or.
But you like horror too.
Yeah.
Right.
Horror's like grown on me more. I think the biggest problem with me for watching horror, it's just that I'm always like, it's kind of hard to watch it because like, especially when our kids are a little bit younger, it's like hard to watch that like really like violent, scary, messed up stuff. Worried that one of your kids is going to like pop in and see somebody get their throat slit or whatever. Yeah. So like, sometimes I just let him watch that stuff because I'm like, I don't think, whatever. But
yeah.
So.
Okay. So Steelbook Collector 99 says, is G.I. Joe going to do more after Snake Eyes? They could really make a sweet world like Marvel did. I don't know if you're much of a G.I. Joe guy, Ken.
No, I haven't. I know we watched the first G.I. Joe movie. But I don't think I've seen the one with Bruce Willis or The Rock. And I remember playing a G.I. Joe game when I was a kid, like on the computer. Mm-hmm. But outside of that, like I don't know any of the G.I. Joe lore.
Yeah,
any of that.
I would say far as single like origin style movies like they're doing with Snake Eyes, I don't foresee too many characters they can do that with besides Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes. They could probably get away with maybe a Duke one, but I think if they try to do an origin story, they would still have to include other characters in the movie because there's not really a deep backstory for most of those characters, and most people don't know all the characters from G.I. Joe. There's just a few main ones that most people can relate to when they see G.I. Joe's branding and things like that. So it's going to be interesting because, of course, it's going to probably just come off of how good Snake Eyes does in theaters where they take this. So I would love to see it because I would love to see maybe they could do something with the two twins. Like I said, Duke. So I don't know, but I am a G.I. Joe fan. Unfortunately, these movies haven't been good. I'm not expecting much out of Snake Eyes, but I do want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hopefully it's like a Bumblebee situation where it ends up being better than like all the other mainline Transformer movies.
Yeah, that's true.
4K Media Guy says, imagine your son becomes a popular streamer. All that money.
Yeah, I think he could. I think he's got the personality.
Yeah,
for
he's pretty funny, but
yeah, we got to get him in there.
not yet.
Wow. Blu-ray King has a question for me. He says, Q&A for 4KD. Ray, do you own any Criterion movies? No, sir, I do not. I seen that you just bought your first one. I hope you enjoyed it. Unfortunately, I don't really mess too much with Blu-rays. So I kind of steer away from it. I did say at some
Maybe when
point
they
I'll
come to
probably
4K.
go actually look and see like what the big craze is. I may buy one day. Like Ken told me, my first movie I ever purchased was Night of the Living Dead. He said that's Criterion, so maybe that's something that I'll pick up, or maybe I'll see a title that they have that I wanted.
You said you like the cover. I would just grab Deep Cover. It's a good movie, and the special features on that one, like that's what you get Criterions for. It's like top tier. Like there's like an hour and a half of special.
Well, it's not why
features
you
on
get them though, because you don't watch it.
No, I mean I watched all of the special features for Deep Cover.
Oh, you did?
Every single
wow.
one.
Okay.
Yeah. Every one of them. Yeah, because sometimes I'll be watching some of the special features and I'll get bored. I won't watch them all. But for that one, I actually watched every one of them.
Mm. But I'm with you. I don't get the hype.
Yeah. Mr. Rigby says, Ken, would you be up for an ET remake?
Hell no.
I already know the answer.
Leave ET alone.
Blu-ray King says, what movie have you seen the most for all of you? For me, it's Uncle Drew and Forrest Gump, about the same.
Uncle Drew and Forrest. Who said that? Was that Blu-ray King?
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, for me, it's probably This Is 40. Maybe La La Land. And maybe gosh, I don't know. Probably Beetlejuice.
He said, what have you seen the most?
Yeah, something you've seen the most, right? Like watched a bunch.
It's probably either the first Halloween. I've probably seen that a bunch. Back to the Future, Clerks, and Mallrats. I used to watch like every day when I was younger.
Oh my God. That's what's wrong with you. No.
I just used to watch those Kevin Smith comedies like over and over again. So yeah, probably some of those.
Yeah. For me,
what about you?
I'm thinking back, when I was younger, when I would wake up in the morning, I would go ahead and put a VHS in the VCR and have it playing while I'm getting ready for school. So I'm reverting back to that. I used to do it like every morning. So I'm thinking it's got to be something from the 90s. So I'm probably thinking more like a Speed, Armageddon, maybe Con Air, somewhere in there. That's got to be the most I've watched it.
Right. That's fun.
4K Media Guy says, do you like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
That's the one with Johnny Depp, right?
Yeah, I don't know how you feel about that, but
no,
I don't. I mean, I think I've only watched it once.
I don't like Johnny Depp. I think he like tries too hard to be weird. I don't know.
Definitely, that was the start of it back in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
What, like his weird, like?
Well, it probably started
like
with
Alice
Pirates
in Wonderland and all that stuff.
Yeah, it probably started with Pirates of the Caribbean, but I think it worked in that movie, and then he kind of just.
Which don't get me wrong, I love Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah,
I do love Edward Scissorhands.
I'm not even a big Edward Scissorhands fan.
And I mean, he's weird in that, but I don't know. I don't like him in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
First one though is good.
That's another classic that you like.
I guess.
Tulamore is here. Thank you for being here. He says, oh no, Michelle is dissing Back to the Future. Alex Thomas just unsubscribed from Married with Media and is punching the air crying.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry.
Blu-ray King says, I like Cruella more than La La Land, though. It's actually took my top 4 away from La La Land. What did you guys think of Cruella?
I did not like Cruella. I wanted to like it because I love Emma Stone, but I didn't like it. There was just something about it where I'm like,
Yeah, that was another controversy that week because I remember we saw that in A Quiet Place 2, and you loved Quiet Place 2, and I thought it was pretty good. I liked it a lot.
Pretty good.
And then we watched Cruella, and then you're like, that sucked. And I was like, oh, I thought that was pretty good.
I don't know. Have you seen it?
I have not seen it. I'm eager to see it. It wasn't something that was going to get me back in theaters, and I definitely wasn't going to pay that 30 on Disney Plus. So I'm going to see it eventually. I really like Emma Stone. It looked pretty decent. Everyone says they've enjoyed it, so I am still very eager to see it.
It's got a cool vibe to it. I think Emma Stone's really good in it, and it's got a really killer soundtrack. So I thought it was good.
I mean, the music's good. I don't know this. They tell like a different story or whatever, and I think I just don't love the story, and I don't know. Too long too. We're talking about those 2-hour plus movies. It was a little long. Yeah.
Okay. We've got a good one coming in from, I think it was a Blu-ray Bandit. He says, can we get some hot takes from Michelle on the following movies? Terminator 2, The Godfather, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Avengers Endgame, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and my favorite, Mean Girls.
She's probably only seen 2 of those.
Yeah, so if I've seen Terminator 2, I don't know if I have. I mean, I've seen
that's another one of my most rewatched movies.
Bits and pieces of it. Like I know the gist of the movie, but I don't
think you do.
I don't think I've seen like from start to finish. So can't.
What's your take on Terminator in general? What's your favorite Terminator? You probably don't even know one, do you?
Favorite. Favorite. I thought you meant there was like more than one Terminator robot. I'm like, what?
Oh, there is. There's a few Terminators.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. I'll go original. The first one.
You ain't even seen the first one.
What were the other ones that they said?
Avengers Endgame.
I haven't seen The Godfather. I haven't seen that, which you hadn't seen that till recently, right?
Yeah, I watched that like 2 years ago.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I have seen that one. Don't really like remember much about it. I know that he like skips school and like wrecks a car. Doesn't he like drive it out of a window or something?
Yeah.
Something like that. But nothing to write home about. I mean, I don't remember it that well. Mean Girls is fun. I don't like love it though. But it's okay. It's okay.
I got it on Blu-ray if you ever want to watch it. Maybe we can watch it.
It's got some funny parts, like for sure. And like obviously there are a ton of like quotes that people continue to say to this day. Like
I think it's generations Clueless. It's like the 2000s generation Clueless.
Yeah. And then I forget what the other ones were, but
yeah, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
What did Pee Wee Herman pop up in the other day that we were watching? Wasn't it
Matilda?
Something? Matilda, yeah.
He was a detective.
He was in the detective. The detective in Matilda, yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty funny.
Right. So Turner Fan 77 has a great question. He says, Michelle, do you watch other BlueTubers content with Ken?
Yeah, sometimes I do. I've watched. I mean, I've checked out like everybody. Everybody's
She's watched you.
Yeah, I watch your stuff. I watch. I'm trying to think. I've watched Susan movies with Sue. I've watched her stuff. Pretty much like 4K Media Guy, Daniel. Now I don't, unfortunately I can't say that I watch every video.
Right.
Sorry.
Oh man, nobody can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll tell you quick, I can't sit and watch everybody every week.
I know. I wish I could, to show like that support and everything. But yeah, I definitely try to check out other people's content and stuff.
Yep.
All right. We got Tiana Loves Movies with the Great Dono. She says, Michelle, what's your favorite movie of all time?
I ask.
You literally asked me that right before
gosh.
we went live. She looked over at me and said, what's my favorite movie of all time? I don't know. That's not something I can say.
Well,
you gotta answer that.
I told him that I was like kind of nervous because I'm not good at answering questions on the spot. Like like I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
But or I guess, and like sometimes I don't like actually stop to think like what
Especially
my
when
answer
it's
would be.
something like you like movies.
Yeah.
I would even say you love movies, but you don't like spend your time like thinking about where you're ranking stuff and how
No.
you like this movie better than that one and stuff. The stuff that I think about in my head like 24/7. You don't do that.
Well, it's like you want to be able to say this is my top 5. Like
Yeah.
I don't.
And
do
I've
that,
always
but-
been that way. Even before I had a channel or Instagram or nothing, I was
Yeah.
always like, I used to have like journals where I would write down like my favorite movies and rank them and review them and stuff like that.
Oh, but I feel like I need to give her an answer. You know, she gave a super chat.
You know, you gotta say Fluke.
He always gets. Have you ever seen Fluke?
Yes.
So whenever he first met me, he came over to my house and I had that movie. And so now he always jokes that it's my favorite movie.
Because you made me buy it on DVD. Like I think
It's
it was
a
like
very
back
sad
in
movie.
2006 or something.
The dad like dies, right?
Dies,
and turns
yeah.
into a dog. It's really sad.
Who's in that movie?
I don't remember.
I just remember the dog
Okay,
on the
favorite
cover.
movie of all time. Gosh. Ugh.
It's La La Land, right?
No, it's not La La Land. I don't know. I'm so sorry, Tiana.
You gotta give her an answer right now.
uh,
Lord of the Rings. You love Lord of the Rings.
I do love Lord of the Rings. I do.
Yeah,
Which
I
one?
do too.
Oh, I just love them all together.
Nothing wrong with that. They're all great.
Yeah, they really are. Since we just recently rewatched them, and I'm just like, wow, these really held up. I still love them just as much
Mhm.
as when I first saw them. And yeah, I'm going to go Lord of the Rings. Thank you for that.
There you go.
Were you a fan of Twilight?
So when they were coming out, I was like pretty into them or whatever. But like whenever I like watched them, like, I don't know. When did they come out anyway?
It was like 2008,
Yeah.
so like
Okay.
2012 or something.
So probably like 5, maybe more years ago, I like rewatched one and I'm like, yeah, these just do not hold up. Like the
Yeah.
acting is terrible. I don't know why I like this.
I knew that the first one I watched.
Yeah, but
and
I feel like they
I
were
wouldn't
more
watch
appealing
any
to
of the
girls.
ones after that.
Yeah, I don't know. But like Kristen Stewart, is it Kristen Stewart or Kirsten? It's Kristen, right?
Kristen.
Yeah, Kristen Stewart. She is just not great in that movie, those movies.
Yeah.
There's actually this Instagrammer who like makes fun of her. I can't think of his name. He's like a huge he has millions of followers, but he like is always like trying to copy what she did in the movies. And he's like so dead on with how he acts like her. But yeah.
All right. So Lucas has a question. He says, Michelle, how do you react when Ken comes home with a whole stack of movies?
Oh God.
Pretty much like that picture you took the other day.
Yeah, I had to, if you saw my like meme or whatever I made on Instagram, I had to do it. It was so funny.
That was an actual look. Like you weren't trying to make that.
No, we didn't like set that up
was
or
a
whatever.
pissed off look.
Those were screenshots
when
that
we
he
were
took
filming.
from our filming. Yes. But if I'm being completely honest, being totally real with you, like I give him shit all the time about buying too many movies.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. I'm not going to act like, oh, he can get whatever he wants. I'm always telling him like, dude, you need to chill out.
Another Dollar Tree bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've gotten a lot better about just like trying to sneak them in real fast.
Oh my,
run
that's
down to
not
the
cool.
basement.
That's not
Throw 'em in the
cool.
office.
Wow.
I do that as well.
Yeah, you got
Come
to. You
on.
got to.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll leave them in my car and then I'll wait till you're not home and then.
If I ever go out to his car and I see like 5
Yep.
bags in his
I do
car,
that.
I'm like, what the hell is all that?
underneath the
That's why
seats and the
I
trunks.
love when because Best Buy, they'll ask you, do you want a bag? I'm like, nah, and I just put it in my pocket and walk in the house.
Oh my gosh, you guys are bad.
Isn't it bad? It's not like we're out doing drugs or drinking or gambling.
Yeah.
We're just buying freaking Blu-rays.
But you're still hiding something. And like, I don't have anything that I like do that with?
She acts like I'm seeing somebody in a hotel or something when I bring a 4K in the house.
Might as well. But yeah, so anyway, long story short, he definitely needs to chill it out a little bit.
I'm trying. August, I told you I'm only going to spend $100.
I don't believe it, but anyway.
All month.
So does your wife care though? I'm curious.
So the thing is, it's funny with her because she's kind of back and forth. One minute she tells me I have too many movies, but then if she starts to notice that I'm not really doing the YouTube thing, she'll be like, how come you're not doing YouTube? You need to do some YouTube. And she knows that constitutes me going to buy another movie. So
right. Yeah, that's funny.
So Stranger Boy 101 says, favorite what the heck movies?
Favorite what the heck movies? There's a lot of those. You got one on the spot?
I'm trying to think. I mean, that Shiva baby. But it's not a favorite. Like, do you mean like movies that were like, what the heck, that I actually liked?
You still liked it, yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I can't say that then.
Trying to think.
Probably say it with like a lot of if you're into like the natural disaster genre, you could say that, because like 2012, it's kind of like, okay, what's really going on, but kind of like the movie.
I remember like when all the 2012 crap was going on, everybody thought the world was going to end.
Yeah.
That was scary because I'm like, what if it actually does?
Yeah, even 2099 when they was like turn off your computers and everything.
Right.
I got one. Hereditary. Hereditary is a big what the heck movie.
Oh God.
That we saw in theaters.
Yes.
And it blew both of our minds in the theaters. The stuff that happens in that movie. So I'll say Hereditary.
Yeah, that movie, I was like actually scared in the theater. Because like there were quite a few people in there, right? There was just this part towards the end where the movie gets like extremely quiet. And this was like pre A Quiet Place when you're not really used to that quietness. But like, and then all this weird crap starts happening. Like the naked old people and stuff.
You haven't seen that one yet, have you? Did
you
ever get the 4K?
I'm still waiting. I know at one point it was on Amazon Prime, and I wanted to watch it, but I was like, I really want the 4K. So I've messaged people like, hey, you guys, when y'all are out, if y'all see it at some of these used stores, let me know. I would really want it.
I feel like I see that in Best Buy. If I see it, I'll grab it. I'll grab it for you.
Yeah, because I haven't seen it in my Best Buy in a long time.
But I could be wrong. But yeah, there's like a 4K section I feel like it's in.
Maybe
with a slipcover.
That would be even better. All right. Blu-ray King with a request. He says, for Ken and Married with Media, the movies that made us two is a show coming to Netflix Friday. There's an episode for Forrest Gump, which is his favorite movie all time. So please review that for him.
I watched a few of those either last year or this year. There was like Home Alone and I think Dirty Dancing. I enjoyed that show.
Really?
But that was one of those shows I watched when I was like falling asleep. So, yeah, sure. Maybe.
Sure.
We might watch that. Is that coming out Friday? We'll have to cover that in our weekly preview.
So Reaction and Reviews 21, for all you are going to see Snake Eyes Origins, it's must-see movies. It's like Captain America, the Winter Soldier. I hope so. That was a very good one. I'm going to see it in IMAX. I can't wait. Already got his shirt ready to go.
Nice.
All right. Do you guys do that? Do you do that very often when you go see a movie and you might have like the attire that fits the movie? Like if you went to go see Beetlejuice, you'll wear your Beetlejuice shirt. Do you guys make sure you do things like that?
I feel like we used to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I try to, like, if I go see a Marvel movie, I'll wear my Marvel shirt. If I go see a DC movie, I'll wear my Batman shirt, stuff like that. But if I go see the new Halloween, I'll wear a Halloween shirt.
Yeah.
I wanted to wear the mask when Halloween 2018 came out.
Wow, really?
I thought that, like, nowadays they're not going to be on board for that.
I think it was The Dark Knight. You could do stuff like that, but then once that whole thing happened, no.
Like my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
All right, Alicia Otto says, Michelle, does it bother you that he has unopened movies on his shelves that he's never opened or watched?
Yes.
To keep you up at night.
It keeps me up at night. Yeah. I'm like, I totally understand buying movies that like you've seen and loved, or like a movie that you're pretty sure you're going to love or whatever. But like, I don't understand the whole buying movies just to buy them.
Yeah.
I guess it's just the idea that
like, why do you want a bunch of crap that like is probably not even good, or that you're not even going to watch? Like, who cares if you have it? Like, but I'm not a physical media person, so I get,
in your
you know,
collection to watch whenever you want.
That's what he tells me.
You have the option. And to be fair, like, you're more of a minimalist. Like, you don't like junk.
I am.
You'll get rid of everything. And I've always had more hoarder type tendencies.
I guess, yeah.
I still have all my like toys from when I was a kid in the closet back in there, like my Ninja Turtles and Batman figures and stuff like that. They're all back in crates and Hot Wheels and in the closet back over there.
Mm.
Nice. Here goes a very interesting question. Latula Moore says, what's a movie that on your initial viewing you thought was good, but after multiple viewings and consideration, you realize it's average or trash? For me, it's The Fast and the Furious.
I know for him, it was Midsummer.
Yeah, my big one's always Midsummer, because I try to talk myself into liking that movie in the theater because I love Hereditary and it's the same director. And then when I made you watch it at home,
mm-hmm.
and you're like, what the hell is this? And I was like, at the same time, I was like, this movie is just not as good as I remember.
Like, I was so surprised that he actually admitted it, that it actually wasn't good, because I thought it was going to be one of those things that he just kept pretending or forced to like because of who made it or whatever.
No, if I don't like something, I usually tell you. I don't force it if I don't have to, even though you think I do.
What about you, though? Do you have one?
So I guess there's one movie that I let people talk me into saying that it was really good and a real good comedy. I thought they was like, oh, it's kind of like if you enjoy Superbad, you will love it. Mm-hmm. And that's Booksmart. I did not like it.
Yeah, me either.
I have not tried to watch it again, but I was like,
and you're the audience for that.
No.
Yeah, I didn't like Booksmart either. I was like, no, this isn't that good. I don't.
Well, for me, it was like I liked the two lead girls in it. They were good together, but then there was like the weird side plot with like what's her name, Carrie Fisher's daughter, Billy Lord. Mm-hmm. It's kind of took away from the movie to me in a big way. And yeah, it's not I think it was just poor advertising. It's not really a female.
What did we like more? What was
different.
the 8th grade? 8th grade?
Yeah, 8th grade was.
Did you see 8th grade?
I haven't seen that. I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, it's like
that's a more honest depiction of like
of like
a middle school girl, like kind of navigating
like teenager
coming of age and stuff like that.
Yeah, that one I did enjoy, but
okay. Junior P says, "What's up, people? Did any of you watch the Forever Purge yet? I did this weekend, and he regrets it."
No, we haven't made it.
We've been out on the Purge franchise since Election, the third one.
Yeah, maybe.
Blu-ray.
Have you seen it?
He loved it. No, I do want to see it. To me, that's just that franchise you just sit down and watch, just kind of because you either kind of want to see it or you don't have nothing else to watch. I don't expect much from it, but I do want to see this direction that they went into with this one. So, but I'm not expecting much because I hear a lot of people say it wasn't good. Some people say it's an okay watch.
Yeah.
Right.
Here goes a good one. This one's for you, Ken. Pops Movie Dungeon says, thoughts on Kino Lorber's announcement of Silence of the Lambs on 4K. That was my top choice for Criterion's first 4K release.
Yeah, I'm with him. I would have rather. Well, I'm torn because if it would have been announced for Criterion, then it would have been like $60 or $70, and now Kino Lorber's releasing it, so it'll be like $25, so it'll be cheaper. But at the same time, I would have trusted it more in the hands of like the studio or Criterion than Kino Lorber. But I've only seen Spaceballs that they've done so far, and I wasn't very impressed with that. So hopefully they'll fine tune and kind of refine their transfer skills with the upcoming Silence of the Lambs. I think the other one was, I forget what was the other one? Misery. I'm hoping for good things with those. And I still need to check out The Good, the Bad, the Ugly too, to be honest. And hopefully there's no motor oil inside the cases like they tend to do, which is really weird.
My Killer Podcast here. He said, thoughts on the new Chucky series coming in October.
So I still haven't watched the trailer. We were actually going to do like a live reaction because I thought the like full trailer, because apparently we've only got a teaser trailer. But I think the full trailer is supposed to come out Sunday. Right?
Yeah, this Sunday. I think it's supposed to come out this Sunday.
I think
so. Maybe we'll do a reaction for that. That's a weird one.
It should be this Sunday. I don't know. I am hopeful. Like I said, I haven't watched the teaser, but I think it'd probably be
I'm
fun.
excited to see some Chucky on TV, but also like it's on Sci-Fi or USA, so we have to figure out like how we're gonna watch it.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna watch that.
We don't have like cable like that anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm very eager to see how it turns out. Only thing I didn't like from that little teaser, it looks like someone put a straight comb to Chucky's hair. It just looked a little too perfect for me. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to see it. The one thing I am pretty worried about, I'm not sure what time. Have they said what time it's going to come on? Because I know Chucky does a fair bit of cursing. So I still want that original Chucky feel, and I don't know if they can give it to us on TV. You know, I'm sure of course he'll be able to say certain curse words that you can say on TV. You can't say everything. So, you know, I want to see.
Didn't USA do The Purge too? Like, how was that? Was that violent?
I never watched it.
Yeah, I didn't either. I haven't watched anything on USA since honestly Monday Night Raw.
Yeah,
like,
Monday
that's
Night
what
Raw.
I used to watch on USA, and that was pretty much the only thing. Yeah, and then Law and Order reruns would come on after that, or Burn Notice, or whatever they would advertise on Raw. But I never watched any of that stuff.
Yeah, I can't find what time it's gonna come on. Just October 12th is when it's premiering.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't get, is like Sci-Fi and USA together?
Yes.
Because I'm not like up on that. So is it going to be on Sci-Fi Channel or USA?
I think
or
it's
is it
on
going to
Sci-Fi.
be on?
I could be wrong.
Yeah, it just says Sci-Fi and the USA Network.
Because if it's on Sci-Fi, I think Sci-Fi goes a little bit more mature than the other ones. So I think that I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay on Sci-Fi, and they might be able to do the cursing and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because also that reminds me, like on their Instagram account, on a post that they made, it said like mother effers. So it was like rise and shine, motherfucker. So surely he said something like that. So I would think if they're saying that kind of stuff on the post and stuff, surely they are in the show, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm off. I've got like a bad potty mouth. So
Brian Goes Blue says Bingo is coming out on Blue soon from Sony. That's actually a pretty good 90s dog kids movie.
Bingo.
I've never seen Bingo. We watched Beethoven the other night.
We did.
Like the first time in 20
Cujo
years,
is
probably.
the best dog movie.
Oh,
Cujo.
gosh.
I don't remember if I've seen Cujo or not. I know I've seen Man's Best Friend. Do you remember that one?
Yep, that's what
I remember watching that one as a kid, but I don't know if I've seen Cujo. I don't think I've seen Cujo.
Really, I've seen it.
Cujo was so creepy to me.
Yeah. Ugh.
Grant Atkins says, can't believe the Haunting 2 series is coming to DVD and Blu-ray on October 12th.
Yeah.
Junior P says, at least Ken goes to Dollar Tree to get his movies. My wife gets mad because I don't get my movies from Dollar Tree, online, and Best Buy for me.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't just get Dollar Tree, though.
If only.
Right. Looks like we got a lot of comments coming in. Jason Carr says, at Brian Goes Blue, I pre-ordered that. Can't wait to get it. Brian Goes Blue says, I got my new Blu-ray sitting on my kitchen countertop, and my girlfriend Coco loves the hobby, never complained about mine/our collection.
Because, I mean, with him, like, and I mean, I've watched their channel. It's kind of a mutual passion. I think they're both pretty passionate about the physical media. So if I could just get you on board with that, I'd probably spend so much more money on Blu-rays.
I don't know how you could, but sounds like you got a winner, though, Brian.
I would like for my wife to join in, at least maybe like a vlog one day. I know she wouldn't sit here and do this. She pops in, she'll turn it on sometimes when I'm doing this. She'll be watching in the other room for a second, but
Yeah.
I would like for her to maybe do a vlog or something with me one day, but I know it's never going to happen.
It might.
She loves the movies, but as far as
Pushing.
getting on a camera and stuff like that, that's not happening.
Yeah, it's definitely like putting yourself outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something that I had to really try to get you to do for a while, I'd say.
And I mean, like, I'm not a shy person. Like, I feel like I'm pretty outgoing, but it's just different. I don't know.
Yeah, certainly in like real life, you're more outgoing than I am.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But
Blu-ray Bandit says, Michelle, the house is burning down and everyone in the family is safe. Ken has time to run in and save only one thing. Does he go for the family photo albums or the physical media collection?
oh, definitely the physical media collection.
Yeah, because we don't even have that many family photo albums.
Well, I was gonna say he's gonna count on me to collect all the sentimental things.
Yeah. Most of our like pictures of the kids and stuff are like online. Digital.
Yeah.
Because I mean we've had Facebook and stuff since they were born. Yeah, I'm grabbing some. I don't know. I mean, honestly, if the house is on fire, I'm just trying to get the hell out. I don't know if I'd be messing around trying to grab stuff or anything.
You'd be pretty upset.
Except for making sure you all are out.
Well,
yeah, I would be outside crying in the front lawn while watching it burn.
You'd probably try to like throw them out the little basement window.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
that's
right,
the problem being
breaking-
down here. We're in the worst possible spot for the fire for the Blu-rays. Like we're not getting those out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, looks like we got some breaking news from KBH27, at least for me. It says Invasion of the Body Snatchers 1978 is coming to 4K.
Oh, well, I actually covered that this week on the Physical Media Report. It hasn't been officially announced yet. But
Gotcha.
it's another Kino Lorber, I think. I think it's another Kino Lorber. I could be wrong about that.
Tiana Love Movie says The Forever Purge comes out digitally this Friday.
Nice.
Mad Ange says, favorite zombie movie, mine is Return of the Living Dead.
Man, I hear people talk that movie up so much. I really need to watch it. I haven't seen it. I have a steelbook of it in there. So maybe I'll make you watch that one with me.
I'm trying to think.
It's like a comedy, I think, like a horror comedy.
Okay, so Return of the Living Dead Part 3. I watched that when I was a kid with my cousins, and that literally scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, I haven't seen that
It's
one
like, it's so disturbing. It's like about a guy and a girl, and they get into a motorcycle wreck, and she dies or whatever. And like, I don't know if he works at the facility or like his dad does or something, but he basically takes her there and brings her back to life. And it's just terrifying. It's really messed up. I don't know. It just like,
That's great. You can go more deeper in the horror genre than me.
there's just like,
I've never even seen that.
really?
No.
Yeah, it's just, I
knew
remember
there was a
being
2,
parts.
but I didn't know there was a 3. Actually, no, I'm lying because I'm pretty sure Vestron Video has the Night of Living
What's
or
this one?
Return of
See?
the Living Dead 3, and that's the only one that they have.
Ugh,
So I have seen the
it
cover
won't,
on
it
that.
won't clear, but yeah, that one scared the crap out of me. And it's like zombies and stuff, right?
Well, let's watch the first one tonight.
No,
We'll do that tonight.
that
I
one's
do
like
need
black
to
and
see
white,
it.
right?
I guess
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saving it for October. Maybe I'll do it for my 31 Days of Horror. Or something.
Mm.
All right, question coming in from Trey Needham. He says, do you think The Lion King ripped off Kimba the White Lion?
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I've never heard of Kimba the White Lion either. So I don't know if I can.
Yeah, I can't answer that one either. I'd have to Google that. But
I
Side
know.
Hustle Cinema says Chucky comes out at 10 p.m. and he does drop F-bombs.
Nice.
All right. Nobody fucks with the Chuck.
Chucky is playing on Sci-Fi and USA 2, both networks. Not sure if it's at the same time.
Oh, okay.
073 Media says Cujo scared me as a kid. And the Blu-ray King says, what's a movie you wish you had a t-shirt of?
A lot of them. I keep seeing all these because I follow like Cavity Colors, all them places that do them really cool horror t-shirts, and I just want to buy all of them. But the only one I've gotten so far is like the H2O Halloween one. I don't know. I mean, most of the movies I love, I have a T-shirt of, like Star Wars and Jaws and Beetlejuice, Back to the Future.
Yeah.
I could use a nice Freddy T-shirt.
Yeah, that was going to be my choice. Anything Freddy.
Yeah, I don't have a good Freddy T-shirt.
And I don't really like wear that type of stuff. Not really. I mean, like we talked about earlier, maybe.
You got a Mother of Dragons shirt.
Yeah, I did get a Game of Thrones shirt.
Yeah.
But I typically don't get that kind of stuff.
Blu-ray Bandit says, Michelle, do you collect anything?
So I used to collect oils, essential oils. We were talking earlier about being into like health and natural stuff.
Yeah.
I used to like be really into, I mean, I still enjoy the stuff like diffusing essential oils and everything. But I don't have nearly as many as movies as you do.
You started to copy me a little bit. You got that little shelf up there and you were organizing all your oils, kind of like my Blu-rays in there. Got a little.
I'm pretty sure I did that before you did.
You might have.
I've always been like very like OCD, like I like things to look a certain way, but yeah, other than that, I can't think of anything. Like he said, I'm kind of a minimalist. I don't like clutter and I like simple things and so.
All right. Well, 73 Media says, what film are you most excited about for the rest of 2021?
Halloween. Halloween Kills for me.
That's me.
Top of the list.
I don't know if I have. I don't know if I have anything.
Candyman?
No.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, it's stuff that you kind of don't really look too far ahead. It's kind of like week to week with you as far as like new stuff that's coming out.
Yeah.
We've got Mr. Nichols here saying, what's up, Blu-ray Bandit, Blu-ray King, and Real Gaming. Blu-ray King says, do your kids ever go up to your movie wall wanting to watch just one?
Nope.
No, they could care less about all of my movies. They're on YouTube and they're playing Fortnite and Roblox and Minecraft and all that all day.
Yeah, they're more into gaming and watching people on YouTube play games.
Or,
they're
do what you think they would be doing.
Right.
Yeah, they're kind of at the age now where if we want to watch a movie with them, we got to drag them out of their rooms down here to watch with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. My daughter went with me to see Black Widow because she really wanted to see it. But other than that, yeah, it's hard to get them to go see anything unless they say they want to see it.
Right.
Yeah.
Dell on Movie says, what's a franchise you love that you feel is underrated?
That's a good question. A franchise that's underrated.
I mean, a lot of the big franchises are pretty popular.
I know they are.
Trying to think of one.
Well, as you know, I could have told you ones that are overrated, but I can't think of any that are underrated.
I mean, I'll say for me, because I feel like I slept on it for like the past 15 years, but Lord of the Rings, rewatching them, I didn't remember how great those movies actually were.
But a lot of people love those.
But a lot of people love it. Like, that's just like me
that's
personally.
That's just you coming around to greatness.
So it was underrated for me, I guess.
I'm trying to look.
I'll say Friday the 13th. I'll say Friday the 13th because I think they're all really consistent and fun slasher movies. And none of them are like awful, and none of them are movies that I don't enjoy watching. Whereas like in the Nightmare franchise, Halloween franchises, there's movies that I don't like at all. And I don't want to watch. I like all the Friday the 13th movies. So I'll say that. Because I always got to go horror, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's got a lot to say.
Blu-ray Bandit says, I didn't mean that question as harsh as 4K D-Ray read it. Blu-ray King, have you guys seen Uncle Drew?
He's still talking about Uncle Drew.
I saw Uncle Drew. That was pretty funny. I thought it was entertaining. It's got the one guy in it that's kind of popping up everywhere now. He's like blowing up. He was in Space Jam. He's in like everything I watch, I feel like. But he was the first movie he was in Get Out. He was his friend in that movie.
Mm.
Right. Mr. Rigby says, did anyone pre-order the Zack Snyder 4K trilogy set?
Nope. I don't do a lot of pre-ordering though.
Ken, how does Michelle feel about Rob Zombie's Halloween?
That's a good question. How do you feel about Rob Zombie's Halloween?
I don't feel anyway.
She doesn't care.
I mean, I remember seeing it, and I didn't love it, but I don't have a hatred for it like you like to portray on your channel.
That's fair.
But it's definitely like it was weirder, and I remember there being the whole like the white horse and his wife at the end.
That's the second one.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't even know what I'm talking about, guys. So
There's a good one. XC Featurette says, like how we watch people talk about movies on YouTube instead of watching movies.
I know, right?
I know, yeah.
Because, I mean, if it's not me making stuff about watching movies, it's watching other people's stuff about movies.
Bonnie Festus here says, hi, Ken and Michelle.
Hey, Bonnie.
All right. We're going to try to rapid fire through the rest of these, and then we'll get into the last segment of the night because we're 1 hour and 22 minutes in. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Please make sure you hit that like button.
It's really kind of flown by.
Surprising. Yeah, it has. Blu-ray Bandit. Ken, have you ever caught Michelle streaming a movie or TV show that you own in physical media? And if so, divorce material?
I'm sure you have. But I mean, I do that. Like, there's movies I have in my collection that if it's on streaming, I'll just go ahead and watch it on streaming because it's right there. Even though I know that I have it on Blu-ray. So I couldn't really fault you for that. Maybe if you paid for it, I could.
Blu-ray King says, today I watched Baywatch 2017. What did you guys think? I actually liked it, and the 4K looks really good.
I didn't hate that one. I thought it was fine. I know a lot of people gave it crap and said it was.
Yeah, it was fine.
But I thought it was fine.
It was like a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. I'm sure the 4K looks fine too.
Yeah, I've always thought about getting it because it keeps being $9.99. But then I'm like, I started watching it at one point and I turned it off. So I'm just like, I don't think I want to own it.
It's long too, if I remember. I think it's like 2 hours, which is another movie that doesn't need to be that long.
Mm-hmm.
Dell on Movie says, Ken, since Friday the 13th was your answer to my franchise question, what do you think of the new Friday the 13th set coming out?
Keep it short.
I'm not going to get it because I already got the Scream Factory set, to be honest. It's just a steel book. And I don't need any more copies of Friday the 13th unless it's 4K or something like that.
He doesn't need it, guys.
I don't need it. And also, I like the individual
like,
steel books. I want those.
I'm like, I saw it coming out. I'm like, you don't need that because you just got that big old set.
Would I want it? Yes. But I'm not going to get it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There you go.
All right. Host Pop Culture Cafe says, what would be a crazy, hilarious, wishful dream team up to see on screen? Like John McClane, John Wick, Luke Skywalker, Captain Kirk, Elle from Legally Blonde, or Alicia Silverstone from Clueless?
Wow, that's a very creative question.
I'm gonna let you take that one.
I don't know.
I'm terrible with the team up questions. I can never think of.
I would replace John McClane with Rambo. Maybe
that's a good one.
Do Rambo and John Wick.
I'd like to. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Rambo and the Terminator. I'm gonna see Stallone and Arnold.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
People. Yeah. All right, go.
I got nothing.
You want Emma Stone from La La Land and Legolas from Lord of the Rings. There you go.
Yeah, I guess it's not all like superheroes or action, but
yeah.
All right. Well, Blu-ray Bandit has a question for you, Michelle. He says, "What's a movie Ken made you watch that you surprisingly enjoyed?"
A lot of them. Be honest.
I'm trying to think of something like more recently.
Well, that classic Christmas story, or not Christmas story, horror story.
I recommended that to you though.
No, it was something we covered together, and then
Yeah, but I was like, hey, let's watch this.
I guess if you want to take credit for that one.
I'm trying to think. I don't know.
Zola?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I probably wasn't expecting too much from that movie, but it was very weird and but it kind of worked. So we'll go with Zola.
All right.
Have you seen that?
I have not. Not at all.
It's different.
Oh boy. I was about to say, let me put it on my watch list, but once you said the word different, I'm like,
I mean, if you want to see like a bunch of girls shake their ass and stuff, like
Hustlers, maybe I need to watch it.
It's like
it's
like Hustlers, but you have to like that A24 kind of style too, because it's just a very weird, different kind of filming. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm trying to picture how he would react to it because you're kind of like, what the hell is this?
It's funny too. It's almost like a comedy.
Yeah, it is. It's funny though.
It sounds
like,
weird.
Yeah, I described it as kind of like
it's a dark comedy for sure.
Yeah. Like a train wreck you just can't help but watch. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely that.
So don't count it out yet. You might want to add it to your watch list, but I'd be curious.
I'll at least watch a trailer for it.
The Blu-ray King says he really liked Hustlers, and at 15, I bet he did.
Of course.
it was better than what I expected. I know that I can say.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good. I remember that. Liking it all right.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, let's get into the last segment of the night. I want to call it Final Take. I will give you guys two choices. You must pick one.
Oh, God, I'm scared.
All right. So let's do the first one. TV series or movie?
Ooh.
I'll say movie because I can get through it quicker and it's just easier to digest. But they're also like TV series. If you get a good one,
wrap it up. Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with TV series because it's nice to have something to look forward to, like every week or whatever. Which nowadays, they throw them out the whole series at once.
But a lot of them.
Okay. Next one is Hulu or Prime Video?
Prom.
Yeah, I'll say Prime too. Hulu's got some good stuff though.
Right. Schwarzenegger or Stallone?
Neither. Oh, you said I had to pick one.
That's a tough one. I don't know if I can do it. I was gonna say Schwarzenegger, and I'll probably go with Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that too.
I think more of his movies meant more to me as a kid than Stallone's. But there's a lot of Stallone movies I loved as a kid too. The Rocky movies, Demolition Man, Daylight. I loved all those movies.
Yes.
So, but I'll still have to go Schwarzenegger. It's hard. That's a really tough one.
All right. Netflix or HBO Max?
HBO Max.
Yep, HBO Max. You get more. You get HBO. You get a lot of exclusive content, movies. I don't know. It just feels like there's better content on HBO Max.
Yeah, better.
Yeah. Right. Couch or theater?
At this point, probably the couch.
Like, I love going to the theater because I like getting my candy and popcorn and whatever. But I also like we were talking about earlier with The Dark Knight, I have this just ridiculous fear of someone coming in and killing us all. There's always just weirdos in the theater sometimes. So yeah, I'm going to say couch probably.
Yeah.
All right. And final one. The Office or Friends?
The The Office.
Yeah, The Office. I mean, that's in my top 3 shows of all time.
All right. So there you have it, you guys.
Question.
It's been another great night. Very fun Q&A with Married with Media. I want to thank all 36 of you being here tonight. It's been a really good, fun time with these guys. Definitely sub up to them if you have not. Great content coming out throughout the week from them. Also follow them over on Instagram. Great posts coming as well. Before we get out of here, though, I want them to make sure they shout out all their future content that's coming up.
All right.
I'll leave it to you.
Again. So tomorrow we are going to be putting up our weekend. What's coming out this weekend? What are we calling that series?
Right now, it's tentatively titled "What's Coming Out This Weekend."
Okay, sure.
we don't have a catchy name.
So we just kind of talk about most of what's coming out on streaming and theater, just a combination.
And then we usually give some of our own recommendations, just like some more obscure ones.
Older stuff too. So we have that coming up for sure, and then
we wanna talk about the White Lotus at some point on a separate video. So I think we'll probably try to do episode 1 and 2 early next week, or episode 1, 2, and 3 because we'll have all 3 of them by then. So we can probably just do the first 3 episodes, and then we'll probably do another live stream next week talking about some of the movies we watched as well.
Right.
So yeah, just a lot of streaming content, just talking about all the new movies and TV shows and stuff like that. That's kind of what our goal with the channel. And just have fun doing it as a couple.
All right. Well, again, I thank you guys for being here tonight, taking the time out from all the other things you could be doing on this great Wednesday night. Definitely appreciate you being here. Thank you to the chat for being here as well. It wouldn't be anything without you guys.
Yeah,
you guys had some great questions for not only Married with Media, but also for me.
Thank you for asking us to be on the show and having us.
Oh yeah, always love having you guys on anytime. Would definitely love to have you guys on the battle as well, counting votes. I think that'd be a fun time one night.
Counting votes, he said.
I told her that if you have us on the battle,
that would even be great.
If you have us on the battle, we're just going to actually fight each other on air.
Yeah, probably.
And she'll probably win, to be honest.
I wouldn't know how to find anything in there, but...
But again, thank you to everybody. We will see you tomorrow night for another great movie collection battle with Tiana Loves Movies going up against Marie Babbitt. Until then, you guys have a great night.
Bye.